How are you? And you are the co-creator of something called the Anti-Racist Roadmap.
Yeah.
So what is that?
After 2020, we saw a lot of white people saying, okay, I know I need to do the work, but I don't know what the work is.
And do you know why that is? Do you know why a lot of white people said they know they have to do work, but they just don't know what the work is? I'll tell you exactly why. It's because all SJWs actually want to do is play the victim and say that there's a problem when there isn't one. So not only can you not give a solution when there's no problem in the first place, but also, even if there was a solution, they're not going to tell you what it is because they don't care about fixing an issue. All they want to do is complain about issues, even if they do exist. But then again, of course, we're talking about an issue that doesn't exist in the first place, but that's not their intention. They just want to play the victim and bitch about it, and then just say nothing about how to fix it because they want it to continue. Remember, the race war hasn't been going on throughout history until today. You look back at the 90s or the early 2000s up until 2012, and that's when people were primarily the most accepting of race and equality as a whole. The race war hasn't continued. It restarted in 2012 through the influence of the mainstream media, the school system, Hollywood, etc. And it's because they just wanted to put white people down to make us all fucking kill ourselves while calling us the privileged one, while also calling us the privileged ones. It was manufactured that way. It's not organic.
Because that's the work. But they're never willing to interrupt their shitty racist uncle.
That's because why should anybody have to? Nobody's saying that racist people don't exist, okay? Obviously, we know that Southerners may be racist, or you might have a racist Gen X aunt or uncle, grandparent, father. Everybody fucking knows that. There's always going to be racist people. But if you're just going to create a problem because you know a few people, then that's why the problem persists forever. You can't let a few people represent the country or the world. It's just not how it works. It has to be a problem that's countrywide, worldwide, something systemic. And the only thing that's systemic today is racism against white people. Yes, white people. White racism, and if you don't believe me, just look at the fucking facts. Obviously, most facts are censored because they go against the narrative, but I'll tell you some of them. For example, 90% of all racism on social media is anti-white. There is no white privilege.
My daughter is her favorite princess is Moana.
Love it.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
But then I also thought, there's a little bit of cultural appropriation here. She wants to be Moana.
So let's cover cultural. I've already covered it. You guys have seen my video. If not, look it up. Everybody with half a brain knows that cultural appropriation is actually just cultural appreciation and mixed up to appear racist, right? That's what it actually is. It's people accepting and appreciating other cultures, wearing different clothes, eating different food, etc., and just learning that all cultures are different but equal. And then SJW said, no, accepting people is wrong. It's appropriation. So you should not do anything from a different culture, and everybody should feel segregated, right? That's what SJW said. But watch what a hypocrite she is.
Do I go and buy the Pacific Islander native attire for my white 3-year-old?
I wouldn't.
So she's saying, do not let her dress as Moana, right? Because it'd be cultural appropriation. This is yet another example of SJW showing their gigantic hypocrisy. So the white girl can't like other white princesses because it's racist, but she can't like black princesses because it's cultural appropriation. So she's not allowed to like anything. These motherfucking hypocrites just don't get it. Well, they do, actually. They fully get it, and they're just doing it on purpose. They don't actually care about people doing things from different cultures. What they care about is if white people do it. They don't give a fuck if a black girl dresses as Cinderella. They don't care. But they care if a white girl does it. That's the problem. It's not about people doing other cultures or skin colors. It's about specifically only white people doing it. And they find a problem with both sides. so that the white people just say, okay, I'll just fucking do nothing then.
Just being a white, straight, cisgender person, usually man, it's like kind of the top of the pile.
That's not new to anybody, but like I still want to just express how much I hate that line. I always have and I always will. Number one, by you saying that white men are the top of the pile, even though we're factually not, but even with you saying that, it makes stupid people actually believe that because we're at the top of the pile, apparently, that anybody who's not white will just suffer. Like, you are literally telling every other race, don't try. Your efforts are in vain because guess what? There's someone else at the top of the pile. You're never going to succeed. You can't do it. Like, what a way to just put down everybody. But regardless, the truth is, as proven, white people are the ones oppressed the most in modern day. We are the ones not given affirmative action. We are the ones who are literally told that, like just, okay, again, DEI. DEI, the best way to summarize it is DEI. DEI benefits everybody who's not white in many reasons and in many different ways, and we don't benefit because we don't count as DEI. Whether if it's affirmative action or black people given preferential treatment for jobs and all that shit, or the fact that they are the ones who get like all of the praise when it comes to Hollywood or the mainstream media, like that is your benefit. That is your DEI at work. While we are oppressed, but told we're not.
Is to break through your own white fragility, I think, is a really good place to start.
Well,
like that has to be the worst book because even the title is racist. Saying that white people, just so you know what they believe, because I already know, they actually call white people fragile for not buying into the narrative that we're all scum. They do. If a white person like myself, just like this video that you're watching right now, if I say, no, I'm not racist, actually you are, here are the facts, etc., 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 I'm told I have white fragility. Now, obviously I don't, but the reason why they say that is a way to just dismiss you. Remember, SJWs just love dismissing facts. And the best way they do this is by just creating a buzzword that they can just call you. Hey, here's some stats. Oh, yeah, well, you are a white, fragile, neo-Nazi, racist, conspiracy theorist, all that shit, all the buzzword crap. Like, let's literally talk about what the cover says. It says, why is racism so hard for white people to talk about? It's not. It's actually quite easy for us to talk about. The problem is that we want to talk about it factually, and you just want to guilt us. So, yes, it is difficult to guilt us with your bullshit, because we're going to fight back. And in your view, that's difficulty. When in reality, we just want to talk about it using facts, like what I'm doing right now. If you'll talk to me the way I'm talking right now, I have no issue, because I'm using facts when I talk. But you are the one who will say, you're a racist for saying you're not racist. Goodbye. So no, it's not difficult for white people to talk about racism. It's difficult for you to hear facts about it.
anger, fear, and guilt, and behaviors such as
like, again, more evidence that it is just about guilting us. They want to guilt white people so bad that they want to stop us from even saying the words, I'm not racist. We aren't even allowed to defend ourselves. So that is more evidence that they don't really care about racism. They just want white people to feel bad by default. And if we even try to defend ourselves using any kind of facts, they just go, no, stop saying that.
that can help me with my white privilege. Run by an anti-racist expert who specializes in grief. Her fee was $30,000 to host this workshop.
If you ever want proof that somebody's full of shit, number one, they'll look like this. And number two, they will charge an abnormally high amount for their stupid workshop. If they do, you know that they're just in it for the money, and they're full of shit, and they're a racist. Just like Black Lives Matter as an organization is kind of operates like this woman right here.
You are here to sit amidst whatever suffering and pain you are experiencing for the sake of the liberation of others. That is love. I don't know if any of you grew up with a Christian.
These people, these fucking people who are like no older than 50 years old at most, this is so bad. These people have been so brainwashed the last 12 years or so by watching the news in Hollywood and the school system and whatever else, and just SJWism as a whole, that they now hate themselves for being born white. That is so bad. That is the real talk. That is so bad to hate yourself because of something that you were at birth that society today tells you is wrong. That is disgusting. And all of these people hate themselves so much for something that they didn't do and they also don't benefit from.
We are here to talk about the fact that Black
Kindness isn't good enough. Fuck you.
Americans are not safe. If I'm going to be...
How are Black Americans not safe? Black people make up the smallest percentage of the deaths. Well, by white people. They actually make up a high percentage of death in general, but what they'll fail to tell you is that those deaths come from other Black people. But as far as white people causing the deaths are concerned, that's actually the lowest stat. But what the fuck do I know? I'm just speaking truth. I fucking love it. She's literally the one running the thing, and she's not safe. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Why are you not safe in the circle?
Being an African American in primarily white spaces.
Okay, great. Thanks for the reason. Why are you not safe? Oh, because my skin's black. Could you be a little bit more specific as to what lack in safety you have? What can happen to you by being in that space? Tell me. Because every white person who's there hates themselves. They ain't coming after you, dumbass. It's because you have a victim complex.
Is not safe for me mentally or emotionally.
Yeah, mentally or emotionally. See, I love that. Mentally or emotionally. She actually knows that nothing will happen to her, and that's why she didn't say physically. She's saying mentally and emotionally on purpose because she knows that those things are inside her, right? And it's all about the way she's feeling. Because she has a victim complex, she can feel that way whenever the fuck she wants.
I'm here because I feel like I've been socialized to be an asshole, and that doesn't feel good. And
no, you were brainwashed into calling yourself an asshole because of the culture we live in. This guy did nothing wrong. I don't know him personally, but I know for a fact that this guy has probably never gotten into a black person's face. He's never said anything racial or hit a black guy just for being black. He's conditioned himself because of society into believing this shit.
To use my voice and my privilege.
You don't have
to
any.
Be heard.
That's what I was going to say.
You don't have privilege. Black people have the privilege of listening to this shit and making themselves inflate their ego. You sit in there feeling like a horrible person because the media told you that you are. That's not privilege. That's oppression.
So what do you feel in your body when you hear the term white people?
I feel like a cringe about
victimization. The mainstream media hates us. Hollywood hates us. The school system hates us. I personally, when I'm going around my city, I do get dirty looks from black people. Every video I make on YouTube or other social media sites, TikTok, whatever, are banned and taken down because I'm white. So I'm treated like absolute garbage, and I feel like garbage because of it.
This is why a conversation about reparations and about repair is important.
Do the work.
It is not, but now that you've brought up reparations, I will. So most of the reparation things that you see online, and there's quite a few of them, is people at board meetings and stuff saying incredibly stupid shit, such as, we should be giving $10 million per black person. Now, it doesn't take a smart person. Maybe it does these days, but most of you should know that when they say something like that, they don't care, again, about the racism. They just want to give out free money to black people. That's all the intention is. That's all it ever will be.
Martin Luther King said not to judge people by the color of their skin.
So Martin Luther King said a lot of stuff, but he knew about institutional, interpersonal, and internalized racism.
I've been told.
Did she just completely disregard Martin Luther King, all because Martin Luther King believed that everybody should be treated equally, including white people? Fucking amazing. We've already seen the inside of her.
The reason we cannot be colorblind now is because we're still working on the problem.
The problem exists because you're not colorblind. And if I am wrong, then answer the following question. Why over the 12 years, when people have been getting progressively less colorblind, has racism gotten worse instead of better? If you're dumb, don't even bother answering.
I am white, and I am not racist.
That's how we deal with racism. We just say, oh, it's not happening.
Yeah, the more you talk about it, the more you are blatantly acknowledging race.
Yes, thank you. One of the few people who repeated what I said. Oh my God, a human being with a brain.
And if you want to forget about
we have to
it,
acknowledge
you need to shut up about it.
I don't want to forget about it.
It's cool. Like, you can flash your card all you want, but you got to be a real human at some point in your life.
Did you see the card?
I don't give a damn about your card, bro.
Like, we're not going to solve racism in this conversation, but we can all agree that you guys have some things to learn.
I
have
feel
some
like
more
you're
things
the
to
most
teach.
racist person I've ever talked to.
One of us got the license, the other
Yes! Yes, this guy is encapsulating me. Holy shit. Yes, people. Now, obviously, Matt Walsh isn't because he's pretending, but like, yeah, exactly my point. The people who talk about DEI the most are the most racist people.
You're making this space uncomfortable. But you're white. This white man thinks.
Yeah, I saw this video on TikTok. Just some guys in the library, and a black guy's like, oh, you need to leave because I'm uncomfortable and I deserve to be here because I'm somehow oppressed and you're not, even though I'm literally oppressing you by telling you to leave. And I have seen thousands of videos just like this one. Yes, thousands.
He can take up our space, and this is why we need a multicultural space. You're not. You are racist. You're still.
We need a multicultural space, but get the fuck out.
Stickers racist because you can choose to be a cop, you can choose to kill people with a badge, and you're protecting that shit, which means.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's agreed to help me learn how to decolonize myself for a $1,500 fee, of course.
Yeah,
So let's just get this.
Of course. See, yet another person who just wants a shit ton of money. What else is new? Just like Patrice Colors of the other BLM person and the person who did that fucking white hatred class. They just want money.
What's wrong with white people?
A lot of it has to do with cognitive dissonance, which allows.
These people are saying that white people are the ones with cognitive dissonance. Backwards world. How many times do I have to say it?
Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. Racism? Why are you blaming me for what my ancestors did? It's not my fault.
Is racism inherent to whiteness?
I would say so. I would say that we need to abolish.
So again, nothing new. Everybody knows that black people do believe that they can't be racist. And the reason they think that is because they believe that racism is based on power. And they believe that black people don't have power. So therefore, they think black people can't be racist. But anybody with an IQ over 30 knows that racism is actually the discrimination and prejudice of somebody based on the color of their skin. That's the definition, the real definition, of course. So yes, everybody can be racist, especially black people today. Why do I say especially? Because most racism today is anti-white. That's why.
The only thing about white culture is buying things and stealing things.
How do I...
Stealing things? Most thefts are caused by black people. What are you talking about? And by the way, you black people even have privileges with that. Remember that fucking law in California that said as long as you steal under $1,000 worth of merchandise from a store, you're allowed to keep it and the cops can't go after you? And then thefts exploded because of it, and they were all caused by black people? Shut the fuck up.
Some women are ready to do the work, but pretty much when they come to the dinners, it's not me.
You know what's funny? Is that if you were to ask black people, how many of you would want to become white? Raise your hands. I bet you none of them would raise their hands. Because they know, even subconsciously, they know that they're all full of shit. They know that DEI is full of shit. They know that all of this race war is full of shit. They know that they're benefiting from it. So they wouldn't raise their hand. They wouldn't. They would all stay black because they love being victims.
Apparently, you just pay these ladies thousands of dollars to come over for dinner and call you racist. It's genius. I absolutely...
Another $5,000. Go figure.
Only white women are allowed to attend. Why do white women...
Okay, so the reason for that is because they know that white women have the highest chance of being emotional They're the easiest to manipulate. They're much easier to manipulate than men. And because they're white, because they're white women, they're gonna have a lot more like default guilt. They're gonna want to empathize, even though they know they subconsciously they have no reason to, but they're gonna want to anyway. So they only invite white women because they know that they're the easiest targets. That's the actual reason.
So you can go in there and sob your heart out. When a white woman starts crying, it draws all the attention from the room onto that poor white woman.
Yeah.
Even talking about her crying has to include racism. If a black woman was sitting there and she cried too, the attention would be on her as well, you fucking idiot. White women do not get more attention when they cry just for being white. They get more attention just for being a woman, but not for being a white woman.
Like if I'm out in public and he's like really loud or something and I'll shush him.
Why do you do that?
How is that racist, you fucknut? It's racist that you shush your husband in public when he's loud. Not even just women, every partner is going to shush their partner when they're being loud in public. And it's not because your partner is white or black. It's because it's probably inappropriate that they're being loud in public. But because it's against a black person, it's, oh, that's a problem. You can't do that. Like,
usually because we're in a space that I think should be quiet, which is probably
a place that should be quiet, aka got nothing to do with skin color.
My white supremacy talking.
So it's white supremacy if you believe that the space you're in, when you tell them to be quiet, is a quiet space. But if you had a white husband and you believe that the space should be quiet and you told him to be quiet instead of being loud, are you being racist then? Like, what is going on? I'm in a fucking cuckoo clock.
So that's basically tone policing a black person.
Oh, don't you dare tone police a black person. Oh, we have, again, there's another black privilege, by the way. You cannot tone police a black person. If you're in a movie theater and a black person wants to scream while the movie's on and interrupt everybody, they're allowed to do that. You can only shush the white people. The black people are allowed to yell at the fucking movie screen.
You've been killing all of us, right? Primarily black folks, and we're just right behind, right?
False. White people killing black people is the lowest stat, and black people killing other black people is the highest stat. Second highest is black people killing white people, and the third is white people attacking other white people. So shut the fuck up.
This is what anti-racism is. It's actually what anti-whiteness is.
Just being a racist fucking piece of shit. Got it.
Aren't you all tired of living like this? Seriously? I mean, I used to be a white woman, an unsuccessful one, for many.
Of course you were unsuccessful because you're white. We have less success.
Decades, and it was a miserable experience.
And then, as soon as you became a racist piece of shit, you became successful. How ironic.
You may have to add you to it.
We're going to have to add sexism to this because you know that this whole thing about everyone there is a woman and all the servers are men, that ain't no coincidence.
Oh, I would love to take a seat and join you.
No, you're not allowed to.
Okay.
Because you're a man, and this is a table for anti-sexism. Okay.
No, but see, like, you're a white dude. There's power positions, and it's.
They are literally gonna say that he's like more powerful than them because he's a white guy. Meanwhile, he's playing the freaking waiter. It never ends with these people's delusions.
I mean, just raise a glass if you're racist, and that's the thing.
Cheers. Oh, I'm not racist. Let me.
Well, all the rest of.
Yeah, you're not racist. But in reality, you're the most racist one there. So naturally, you're going to think that you're not because your skin is black and your privileges and your delusions and your victim complex.
Why race has to be thrown in on everything? I mean,
you're white. You're white.
So who cares? I mean, really, the way that the world's going right now, people need to be concerned with how they're going to feed their families, not what color's that man's skin.
Isn't it great? So I think dumb people will be surprised, but I just think it's great that the fucking hick is the one speaking sense, and the people and the fancy women with all the money and the TV shows and all this race shit and whatever, they're the ones who are complete fucking idiots.
What do you think about systemic racism?
Systemic. What the hell is that?
Is the system
Oh my fucking god.
constructed in such a way as to marginalize people of color?
You want to do away with racism? Quit labeling people as black and white.
Exactly.
But that's
Yet another smart person saying what I say. Stop with the labels. Stop talking about it. Just be a fucking person.
color blindness, which is problematic.
If I meet you as a black man and you approach me, I shake your hand, we go in here, we have a conversation, we have a beer, or ride down the road on a motorcycle. What the hell's your color got to do with it?
Nothing makes me happier than seeing 3 fucking hicks outsmart university fucking SJW scum.
A video went viral that appeared to show a costume character snubbing 2 black girls.
Okay, you see the character coming, high-fiving everybody as it goes down the street. Gets to those 2 little girls. It appears to just flat out say no, and you see the little girls and their faces, and they're heartbroken.
Meet Jody Brown, the mother who was victimized at the hands of Rosita, the Sesame Street character. She was reluctant to talk about the traumatic incident, but for $50,000, she was willing to tell her tragic story.
Now,
Please tell me that that one was a lie. Did she really charge? Like, I know these people, all they care about is money and stuff, but there's no way she really charged that much. If I can't believe it. I'm actually doubting that Matt's even telling the truth there. I don't know. That just seems, even for me, that sounds unrealistic.
The Hate Crimes Task Force is investigating
Hate crimes. Hate crimes.
the hate crime.
Hate crime. Hate crime.
hate crimes, the epidemic.
No, it's not. Well, out of what, 20 million index crimes a year, there are 6,000, 7,000 hate crimes? No, there's no epidemic. This is one of those things where there's a huge disconnect between media presentation. I pointed out that a lot of these incidents, Jussie Smollett, Covington Catholic, Yasmin Saweed, Duke Lacrosse, Bubba Wallace.
Terrible story.
But it didn't happen. That's the thing. None of the stories that I'm mentioning happened. I mean, you could just go on and on with this. Kansas State with the horrible racial epithets written on upscale vehicles. The demand for racism in society right now greatly outweighs the supply.
Yes! Oh my god. I'm gonna come. The victim complex fucktards want racism, but they just can't find it, so they lie about it. Like, if racism was as bad as the media claims, then they wouldn't need to lie every day.
Is it, would the right strategy to be for a white person to say, well, hey, I'm just going to operate in this situation as a normal person. I'm not going to think about race. I'm not going to notice. Just see people as human beings. Is that the right way?
No, because first of all, you do see them as a black person. You do. I mean, like, I'm not going to pretend I don't notice that there's a black person in the grocery store.
The only reason why anybody, including myself, would notice is because of the last 12 years when you motherfuckers threw it in our face. Up until 12 years, I never, ever gave a second thought to the person I was walking past. I didn't. But since 2012, I have. And you fuckers are the reason why. Because you created racism and the race war.
I want to pay you reparations right now. Will you accept?
I won't turn it down.
Okay. I don't know. That doesn't make up for 400 years of oppression, but it's all that I have to give.
I don't know if it's ever enough, but what I can say is I appreciate the fact that you're putting in the work. I think you're right. I don't think it'll ever end, but there is small progress I think we made today.
You know what's sad, but as always, not surprising? The amount of people who will actually think that this is all serious. Like every time Matt Walsh is trolling, the people who think that it's serious because of how deluded they are.
Did you want to pay any?
That was really weird.
Why was it weird?
That just seemed really weird to me.
Why?
Because
who wants to predict that she cares about the black man so much, but she will make an excuse as to why she can't give him $5?
You just took out your wallet, and I don't know, because I think reparations is like a systemic dynamic and approach. And so, I mean,
If it's a systemic dynamic, then why do black people constantly say they want millions of dollars?
I can go get some cash for sure. You might, yeah.
If that's something you think
Yeah, I
would
don't
be
mind.
a step.
Oh my God.
If that would be something that would be comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Jesus fucking Christ, she did it. She did, but she doesn't want to look bad, I guess. Yeah. But this is so fucking sad to see anybody do.
That's all I can say.
Oh, well, you know.
Usually carry cash.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
To see it go from 15 grand to 14,970.
So I'll look around the room and point to who we believe, just by looking, is the most racist person in the room. It's a good point.
I'm out, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Have a lovely
Thank
day.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it, but that's definitely not my.
Here's where I'm pointing. But why don't we think about pointing at ourselves? Why would we rather get up and leave the room? I'll give you a racist moment of mine from 2 months ago, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. I was at a traffic light in my car. I see a black man of color, appears to be walking up to my car. What do? I check to make sure the doors were locked. And immediately I thought, I hope he didn't hear that little click sound. Why did I do that? Thought he might be trying to carjack me. Unconscious bias. Now, in this case, the guy behind me did get carjacked. But does that...
Jesus fucking Christ! Holy shit. That is absurdly genius to be like, oh yeah, I'm being racist by assuming he would carjack me. But he was going to anyway. Holy...
You asked the question, what's the difference between a Mexican man and a picnic table? And the answer was, a picnic table can support a family of 5. Still laughing. You had no right to make that joke. Latinx Americans, they come to this country and they work hard. And your little joke dehumanizes. It is not funny.
But I do have one thing to say, if with your permission. You.
Yeah, man, you. I don't talk to anyone in my family because they're all racist white pieces of trash in a lot of different ways, but the racism is...
You're a racist piece of trash. And the people who are so angry about a joke. Like, again, obviously Walsh is trolling the fuck out of them. But they are actually sympathizing like, oh yeah, that joke is horrible. Like, bro.
Is the biggest reason. I have cut off every person in my life, including my mother and father.
Tell us about your journey.
Yes, please do.
It hasn't been great, honestly. Yeah.
When we think about diversity, equity, and inclusion, as we mentioned, there are keys to what an organization should focus on. So what would you say is the key for the learning that we may want to be doing? Even if we're not quite there yet, right?
Just go live your life.
Yep.
I gotta go.
Stop giving a shit. Even trolling the news. Oh my God.
The anti-racist industry says that America is racist down to its bones. And if that were true, there wouldn't be anything we could do about it. White people could only wallow in their guilt, and black people in their victimhood. But it's a lie. It's a lie meant to manipulate us.
Yep.
Look, we'll never live in a utopia. We all know that.
Yep.
But we don't have to be held hostage by these race-baiting con artists who want us to be bitter and angry and resentful.
Yes.
They're selling us the disease.
Yep.
They're telling us there's no cure.
Yep.
They don't say that I'm racist and you're a victim because that's what they think we are.
Yep.
They tell us that because that's what they want us to be.
Yes, as I've been saying.
It's time for us to say no.
My only complaint is basically what I said before. I do wish he spent a lot less time trolling. I feel like pretty much the entire thing was just making fun of stupid people as opposed to debunking stupid people. My commentary focused more so on the debunking aspect, right? So it would have been nice if he was saying the type of things that I've been saying, using statistics and pointing out hypocrisies and all that kind of stuff. He did do that, but really not very much of it. It almost feels like it was more so a comedy than actually trying to debunk and expose the truth. So I don't think he did very good in that regard. I don't think people are really going to learn from it. It wasn't bad overall, but in that regard, I wasn't satisfied, I guess. All right. Yeah, nothing to add. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. See ya.